Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. The sun is setting over the Mojave. It's getting late. Arcade Gannon's here, as you can see. I'm sure you were very worried about him in the previous episode, but his health isn't going down anymore. It's stabilised at 91.
What's up?
I'm going to send him back to the old Mormon
I thought my
fort.
charm could win you over, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You sure you want me to go?
Yep, I'm sure.
I'll head back to the old Mormon fort. If you need me, just swing by.
Cheerio. And he disappears. The reason why we had to get rid of him is because we want Veronica with us for a little while. I think we should travel together.
Let's go make trouble.
Yeah. Alright.
See you around.
It's strange how you say goodbye to end the conversation when you're not actually saying goodbye to them. You're saying, you know, shall we go? So, the quest we're going to do today, we're going to make contact with the Brotherhood of Steel. Here they are. So, to do that, we need to go to the Hidden Valley, which is over here. And that's why I want Veronica with me, because she's got powers. She can get us in much easier than if we didn't have her along. It's very dark. Now, while we're in Sloan, I think I've actually got a quest that search the suitcase at Sloan for the chemical supply shipment. So since we're here, let's turn the lights on. Let's just quickly do that. Makes sense to be efficient. Is it upstairs? I seem to recall it being upstairs. Was it safe? Yeah, this one here. Just a carton of cigarettes, apparently. Okay. Check with Chomps Lewis about the empty suitcase in his office. Alright, we'll do. Very dark. Turn the torch on. You're Chomps Lewis.
You need something?
I'm looking for a suitcase filled with chemical supplies for a friend. Know anything?
Ah, yes. I think I know which friend you mean. Even if there weren't death claws in the quarry, there'd still be no delivery. The supplier, a guy in Prim named Tyrone, is a cheating son of a bitch who won't deliver even though he's already been paid in advance.
You don't care that you're helping the great cause? Has Tyrone... How do you know Melissa?
She's my daughter.
Oh.
Takes a little too much after her mother, rest her soul. But she's happy with the great cons, and that's enough for me.
Alright, I'll go pay a visit to Tyrone.
Good luck.
Not right now, though. It's quite dark. Let's wait till the morning. It's always so much easier in the daytime.
The territories are safer now that the cons have disappeared.
Alright, let's quickly take a bit of water, purified, and let's eat something nice. What have we got? That doesn't look very tasty. We must have something better than that. Alright, well, we'll wait on the whole food thing. But no, let's not do this quest at the moment, because that wasn't my plan. My plan was to go to Hidden Valley. Right, Veronica, let's go. This direction.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Actually, before we do, I did notice a conversation option in here. I killed the Deathclaw mother and the Deathclaw alpha male.
Coming from anyone else, I'd say they were drunk or crazy. But that look in your eyes, I believe you. I can pay you, but it ain't much for what you pulled off. I'll get on the ham radio first thing and tell people all about you, though.
Because I am great. Right. Come on, Veronica, you're taking us to meet the Brotherhood of Steel in Hidden Valley. Now, there's going to be some scorpions of a sort over here, so let's make sure we're correctly kitted out for fighting those. Now, I think the microfusion hyperbreeder alpha will probably be sufficient.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's one in there. Okay, we want to be heading kind of to the right a bit. Take your thin red paste. My ugly Scorpius friend. Something through there? Yeah, there's one. Alright, how do we get through this fence? Let's walk along it for a while. I'm sure there'll be a suitable gap. Up there? Nope. Oh, some bunkers. How's the gang? Just standing, okay. Come on. How long am I going to have to run around this fence before I find a gap? This looks promising. Nope, not quite. Oh, yeah, I'm over. Yeah, you're going to have to go the long way around, sorry.
Hey,
You'll figure something out. There's a bark scorpion. No problem for me. I think there was another one quite close to it, judging by the marks on the compass. Yeah, there he is. Ah, she found a way in. Okay, is it that? No, it's not that. Haven't seen Eddie for a while. He's over there somewhere. Well, I'm sure he'll teleport to us. Oh. Where? There? Are we there? A hollowed out rock. That's exciting. What about you, Veronica? Do you know what we're doing?
that chip of yours? I wouldn't wager it on blackjack. Unless the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing.
I have questions I wanted to ask you.
He was dead when I got there.
Tell me about the Brotherhood.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count.
Oh, she's so
I'm still
sarcastic.
tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
Who is Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech.
Oh, that's fair enough.
And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Alright, then let's keep moving.
Let's.
So where is this marker taking us to, precisely? Like just kind of where I am standing. But there's clearly no door here, so I think we need to look around. I think maybe we need to try going inside some of these little doors. Let's have a look at this one here. Door to Hidden Valley Bunker. Okay. This looks promising.
Hold on, I've got this.
She says, hold on, she's got this.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
I think we're going in. Not much of a welcome. Hidden Valley, here it is. What fun. Now, some of the quests you can pick up here involve a lot of trekking backwards and forwards.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay?
That's a big gun on his back.
I want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Oh, thank you. Into his office he goes. Oh no, just stands by the door. No, he's going in. Alright. Quest added, still in the dark. This is what we want. Let's go speak to Elder McNamara in the command room. Now, this place is a bit of a maze. Fortunately, I kind of know my way around it these days. Because as I say, you do spend a lot of time going up and down here. And you do begin to learn it inside out. Okay, and then turn right and go in here. Don't even need to look at the quest markers. It's seared into my brain. Here he is, Mr. Elder. Hello.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
I'll help you.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I think I already found one of your patrols. Both paladins were dead. Were those the guys who were in the Repcon headquarters, maybe?
While that is disheartening news, there remains hope that the other 2 patrols may still be found alive.
I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Alright then. Find the missing Brotherhood patrol at Repcon HQ, which we've done. Okay, so find the missing Brotherhood patrol at Nellis Air Force Base and retrieve their mission holotape. Find the missing Brotherhood patrol at Black Mountain and retrieve their mission holotape.
You're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Harden. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
And I suppose you'd nominate yourself.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any 2 others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
I don't know. What about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security, which is why we need to replace him.
How do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I will see what I can do. I will think about it. I'm making no promises.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Maybe.
Veronica.
Is he talking to Veronica? Nope, just pushing her aside. Well, let's go up and let's find some of those lost patrols, shall we? That seems like a wise place to start. And yeah, I'm going to have to give some thought about that head paladin Hardin guy, whether I want to support him or not. It's potentially got ramifications, hasn't it? What about you, Veronica? What do you think about the whole thing? No, not you, Eddie. I don't care what you think. Log off. Log right off. Veronica.
Whole future of New Vegas seems like it's up in the air. Guess I should wait things out before buying a condo in the Ultralux, huh?
I have questions I wanted to ask you.
This better not be about the meaning of life.
No, never mind.
Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming too.
No, goodbye for now.
See you around.
Yes, you'll see me right here as we walk down the street with the gang. Yeah, I'd quite like to know her thoughts about the whole McNamara versus Hardin thing, but apparently she has none. Yeah, okay. Right, so which way do we want to go? Still in the dark. Oh, look, everything, just everything. Right, patrols. So there's one just over there, and there's one all the way up at Nellis. Okay, let's get this nearer one first. To the east. What we got? We got our MF hyperbreeder Alpaca? Llama. Here's a convenient gap in the fence. And lots of red marks, which I'm guessing is going to be scorpions. That's what you usually get around here. Quite a lot of them. Thousands of them, in fact. That pile of rocks looked a bit like a scorpion for a second there. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Ah! Oh! Ah! Aye! Oh! Lag! And spit! And why can't I shoot? What's wrong with my gun? Well, that's okay. Let's switch to Elijah's thing. And shoot him in the head. That worked. Right. Are there more? Oh, there's 100 of them. You alright, Veronica? Stuff. More of them. Yeah, I think we're doing alright. It is slightly radiation-y here. And I'm getting huge pauses when I try to open these centaurs' bodies. Lots more red marks. There's one. And there's Mo. And that's out of ammo? What? Have I used up all my MF cells? Crikey. Let's use the laser RCW. I'm terribly disorganised, it would seem. Right, here's the Brotherhood patrol anyway. So there's the holotape. Let's take all these microfusion cells because I need them. And I can probably carry all this. Is there another paladin in here as well? Yeah. Let's take everything. Let's get out of this pit because I'm over encumbered and taking radiation and ouchie. Right. Repair that with that and get out of this pit. Right. How are we, team? Get out of the hole. There's another thing. That thing isn't doing that much damage. Okay, let's try. I've got some MF cells now, so I can pow him. That does the job. And I can see another one up there, I think. Yeah, just there. Come on, Eddie, get out of the hole. Come on, let's back away from this nasty pit of radiation ASAP. Okay, there we go. I'm clear. How are you? How's your health? Oh, you're fine, okay. And Eddie's around there somewhere as well. Okay, so next stop is Nellis, though I don't have much ammo. Though I probably won't need much ammo. Oh, it did that thing. It did that thing where it was equipped up with the wrong ammo. Don't you love it when that happens? Right, world map. Cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby. Oh, little scorpion. Fine. Let's get a little gun for the little scorpion. Maybe this thing will work now. Where is he? Over there somewhere.
This is a dangerous place, human.
Neil?
Especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on.
What makes this a dangerous place?
You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the Supreme Commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The supermutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight.
Sounds like you've had enough of Tabitha. What if you had some help?
Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. All right, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's going to be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
Okay. Meet Neil in the village near the summit of Black Mountain. And there's red marks there. Oh, do I want to take this on? Let's have a look. Well, this is... Are they coming for me? Or are they just... Uh-oh. Hide. What are we going to do? Because we were on one quest and now this one's kind of just popped up. Okay, let's... Well, we've got to save. Let's try taking a pot shot at these super mutants. See how tough they really are.